as an idea. President Trump brought an idea. I believe that during time we will have, because people here, before you ask about how many people, what are the countries, you are putting some other issues or dimensions. I believe the idea is quite clear, and we should work together and see how to what extent it is to what extent it can be done. I think it is, from what I understand, there are a lot of people wants to immigrate. I don't think it is moral to deny option for these people. Some people ask me about some said Gaza belongs to Palestine, but as far as I know, a state named Palestine never existed in history.
Thank you.
So who should own Gaza? With Trump's plan aside, who does Israel believe should own Gaza?
I think I answer your question. It's not necessarily the answer that maybe you expected, but that was the answer.
Thank you for understanding. Yes, please. Next question.
I mean, because you mentioned that so many Gazans want to leave. Is Israel playing kind of referendum to know people's opinion in the Gaza Strip?
I think immigration is based on free will of everyone. If you want to immigrate tomorrow, it will not be subjected to a referendum. Accept the idea that a Palestinian is a human being like any other human being on earth.
Thank you.
Very
Yes,
simple.
On that point, Mike Schwartz from CNN, what would be the Israeli alternative for the Palestinians in Gaza to Hamas?
Frankly, we don't care who will lead them. For us, what's most important is what will be the policy. And if the policy will be not connected to terrorism and incitement, anyone can be a good option. So the contents here, the policies are important.
Thank you. Yes, please.
You say that no Palestinian.
I believe that you are asking only on one question.
The same question all the time.
Is it the only thing exists? I don't care. I continue with that.
If you can present yourself, please, sir.
So, no Palestinian.
If you can present yourself, please.
Yeah, sorry. My name is Luis from El País.
El País. Muy bien.
Thank you. So, no Palestinian Authority, no Hamas in the future of Gaza. Have you opened the door maybe for a possibility like the one that was talked about in the summit of Peking in Beijing last summer? That's a government of unity in which Hamas already accepted they are not going to be. Is this possible, or you absolutely close the door to any Palestinian institution in the future of the street?
I said previously, what's important is the policies, the strategies. The problem is what's needed here is de-radicalization process, a deep one. According to our experience with the Palestinian Authority during 30 years, they were not leading policies that denounce, and not only denounce, but also finish incitement. They are already poisoning the minds of the new generation there as much as Hamas in the textbooks, in the kindergartens, in the schools there. They hadn't denounced really terrorism if they continue to pay for terrorists and terrorist families. That's an encouragement for terrorism. So this is the problem. And again I say, the issue is the policies. With whom you can promote a strategy of de-radicalization. That's the most important thing.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Let me ask you a different question.
Okay, very good.
About Hezbollah ceasefire, you just stated in the 5 points, IDF will stay temporary. But isn't this the violation of the ceasefire agreement? Or
The violation of let's analyze the term agreement. Agreement is not something that only Israel should implement and the other side is totally released from meeting its obligations. This is not agreement. This is a unilateral approach in spite of the fundamental breach. And the fundamental breach is the presence of Hezbollah terrorists southern to the Litani River against the agreement. Despite of that, we withdrew. We must protect we must protect, first of all, our citizens and our security. Then we should protect the agreement. And the agreement will collapse if there will be a successful effort of Hezbollah terrorists to invade Israeli territory. So we must be in these high points to avoid it. If Hezbollah was not present southern to the Litani River, we don't have any problem. When it will happen, we won't have to be there. So it is very clear.
Thank
We
you.
demonstrated goodwill under a very complicated conditions, and I think it should be appreciated.
I think we need to wrap up soon. Last question? Yes, please.
Minister, is Egypt in breach of the Sinai demilitarization? And if so, what is its role?
We will discuss it with the Egyptians.
Thank you.
Can I just get a clarification? I'm sorry, and thank you for taking this. A clarification on phase 2. You will begin, you said, you had conversations with American partners about this, about phase 2. But can we be very clear that you have not yet actually talked to the Egyptian Qatari mediators about phase
We will. It will happen this week.
This week?
First of all, until this Saturday, there was a threat by Hamas to break the agreement. They regret eventually. Now, we had yesterday night a security cabinet meeting. We decided to open negotiations on the second phase. It will happen this week.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. This press conference is